What makes a man respect a woman? The psychology most people never talk about. Have you ever wondered why some women are endlessly pursued but never truly respected? Why one woman can be breathtakingly beautiful, kind, and loving, yet constantly taken for granted, while another woman walks into a room and somehow commands respect without raising her voice? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Respect isn't something you ask for. It isn't something you earn by sacrificing yourself. And surprisingly, it isn't something a man simply gives because he loves you. Respect begins long before the relationship does. Today, we're exploring the psychology behind what truly makes a man respect a woman, and why so many people confuse attention with admiration. Because they're not the same thing. We've been taught that love is everything. Find someone who loves you, fight for love, never give up on love. But psychology tells a different story. Relationships rarely end because love disappears overnight. They end because respect slowly erodes. Love can survive disagreements. Love can survive distance. Sometimes it can even survive betrayal. But once respect disappears, love begins to suffocate. Think about the couples you've known. The happiest ones weren't necessarily the most romantic. They were the ones who valued each other's opinions, boundaries, dreams, and individuality. Because respect is what keeps love alive after the butterflies disappear. Imagine two women. The first constantly apologizes for existing. She changes her opinions to avoid conflict. She accepts poor treatment because she's afraid of being left. The second is equally kind. She listens. She compromises. But she also knows where her boundaries are. She isn't rude. She isn't arrogant. She simply refuses to abandon herself to keep someone else comfortable. Which woman do you think most people instinctively respect? Psychologists call this self-worth signaling. People unconsciously observe how you treat yourself. If you consistently communicate that your needs don't matter, others begin believing it too. This doesn't mean becoming cold. It means understanding that kindness without self-respect often becomes self-sacrifice. And sacrifice isn't the same thing as love. One of the most attractive psychological qualities isn't beauty. It's emotional stability. Some people spend every conversation fishing for reassurance. Do you still love me? Are you mad at me? Am I enough? Of course, everyone needs reassurance sometimes. That's normal. But when someone's entire identity depends on another person's approval, respect often begins to fade. Why? Because confidence communicates emotional independence. A woman who knows who she is isn't trying to convince everyone else. She isn't chasing validation. She isn't competing with every woman on social media. She isn't measuring her worth by how quickly someone replies. Her peace comes from within. And that quiet confidence becomes incredibly powerful. There's an old saying, the way people treat you is the way you allow them to. It's not completely true. Some people will disrespect anyone, but boundaries determine whether they get to stay. Imagine lending money over and over to someone who never pays you back. Imagine accepting canceled plans every weekend. Imagine forgiving lies again and again without consequence. Eventually, you're teaching people that your standards are negotiable. Healthy boundaries aren't walls. They're doors. The right people are welcomed in. The wrong people eventually walk away. And that's exactly what boundaries are supposed to do. Some dating advice encourages manipulation. Ignore him. Make him jealous. Pretend you're busy. Reply 3 days later. Act mysterious. These tactics may create curiosity, sometimes even obsession. But obsession isn't respect. Real respect grows from authenticity. When someone knows exactly who you are and chooses to value you anyway. Psychology consistently shows that secure relationships are built on trust, honesty, and predictability, not emotional manipulation. Games create anxiety. Respect creates safety. Have you ever noticed how some people disappear after falling in love? Their hobbies vanish. Their friendships fade. Their ambitions quietly disappear. Their entire world becomes one person. At first, this might seem romantic, but over time, it creates pressure. Healthy relationships involve two complete individuals choosing to build something together, not one person becoming everything while the other becomes nothing. A woman who continues growing, learning, working on herself, pursuing her purpose, reminds everyone around her, including her partner, that she had a life before the relationship. And she'll continue building one during it. Purpose commands respect. Dependency often weakens it. Nobody enjoys conflict, but conflict reveals character. Some people scream. Some shut down. Some punish with silence. Others attack, insult, or manipulate. Emotionally mature women do something different. They communicate. They express disappointment without humiliation. They listen before reacting. They apologize when they're wrong. And they expect accountability in return. Psychologists often describe emotional regulation as one of the strongest predictors of healthy long-term relationships. Because respect grows where emotional safety exists, not where fear does. There's another myth worth destroying. Some people believe men only respect women who are hard to get. That's not entirely true. Men respect women who are hard to manipulate. There's a difference. Being unavailable isn't strength. Being emotionally secure is. Being toxic isn't confidence. Being honest is. Being emotionally unavailable isn't independence. Knowing your worth is. The strongest women aren't playing impossible to get. They're simply impossible to control. Imagine a young woman named Sarah. Whenever she dated someone, she gave everything immediately. She canceled plans for him, ignored her own needs, stopped seeing friends, accepted broken promises, believed if she loved harder, he would finally appreciate her. Instead, he slowly stopped valuing what she gave so freely. Years later, she met someone else. But this time she remained herself. She kept her hobbies, maintained friendships, spoke honestly, walked away from disrespect the first time it happened. She wasn't louder. She wasn't prettier. She wasn't playing games. The only thing that changed was how she saw herself. And when she respected herself, the people around her began doing the same. Respect isn't about making someone fear losing you. It's about never losing yourself to keep someone. The strongest relationships aren't built by one person constantly proving their worth. They're built when two emotionally healthy people recognize the value in each other. Because at the end of the day, beauty may capture attention, charm may create attraction, chemistry may start a relationship. But respect is what allows love to survive. If someone only values you when you're sacrificing your happiness, was it ever respect in the first place? And here's today's question. What's one boundary you've set or wish you had set that completely changed the way people treated you? If this video made you think differently about relationships, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more psychology-backed conversations that reveal the hard truths about love, attachment, and human behavior. Until next time, remember, the strongest relationships don't begin with finding the right person. They begin with becoming someone who never has to beg for respect.